And here are the crypto top headlines. First up, Coinbase user agreement dispute reaches U.S. Supreme Court. Next, Bitcoin bulls defend $34,000 as trader predicts next BTC price impulse. Also, SEC seeks summary judgment in Kwon and Terraform Labs case, citing lack of material dispute for trial. Plus, global wartime inflation could make XRP price boom. Welcome to Crypto Top Headlines, where there's no clickbait thumbnails or titles, and no speeches on my opinions, just bringing crypto's news to you. We are a new channel here on YouTube, and would greatly appreciate it if you would click on the like and subscribe buttons, as well as the notification bell. It does help support the channel, so thank you in advance for doing so. Now, on to these headlines. Our first top headline, Coinbase user agreement dispute reaches U.S. Supreme Court. The Supreme Court's choice to take up this case represents a pivotal development for firms utilizing arbitration clauses. The United States Supreme Court has taken up a legal dispute concerning Coinbase and its users, specifically addressing a significant procedural matter on whether a judge or an arbitrator should decide which contract governs disputes. According to a report from Bloomberg, this issue stems from conflicting agreements between the parties, with one contract advocating arbitration and another supporting courtroom litigation. Coinbase had initially applied arbitration clauses to its clients, but a complication arose with a sweepstakes agreement that directed dispute resolution to California courts. Following allegations of deceptive advertising, customers pursued legal action through a class action lawsuit contesting Coinbase's usual arbitration process. Coinbase's efforts to promote arbitration faced opposition in lower courts. A federal judge in California, backed by the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Ninth Circuit, confirmed that the sweepstakes agreement, which favored courtroom resolution, should prevail. As a result, the company's request to move the dispute to arbitration was not granted. This judicial reluctance comes despite a recent Supreme Court decision, which leaned 5-4 in favor of Coinbase in a related matter. The court then ruled to support the company's efforts to pause customer lawsuits while it sought to move disputes into arbitration. During this legal dispute, Coinbase has remained proactive. The company has broadened its services, introducing new trading options for its users. Eligible retail customers can now engage in crypto futures trading, with contracts sized more accessibly, representing a fraction of the value of Bitcoin and Ether. The Supreme Court's choice to take up this case represents a pivotal development for firms utilizing arbitration clauses. It also highlights the court's continued involvement in defining the distinctions between arbitration and legal proceedings. The verdict will likely impact the formulation and enforcement of user agreements, particularly in the ever-evolving domain of digital currency trading. Our next top headline, Bitcoin bulls defend 34,000 as trader predicts next BTC price impulse. Bitcoin is setting up for another trip past 35,000, analysts argue, as BTC price settles into the weekend. Bitcoin sought to pressure 35,000 on November 4th as weekend markets continued to consolidate higher. Significant event sets up BTC price upside. Data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView showed BTC price support holding after the end of Wall Street trading. The largest cryptocurrency saw a revisit of intraday lows the day prior, but 34,000 successfully passed the test as a short-term BTC price floor. After nearly hitting 36,000 during the week, Bitcoin was still a favorite for traders eyeing potential upside continuation. In his latest video update on the day, popular trader Credible Crypto suggested that a trip past 35,000 was the logical next step. Uploading Elliott wave analysis to X, Credible Crypto revealed 3 key levels to watch: 34,314, 34,714, and 35,119, forming the range low, mid-range point, and high, respectively. The key thing here is that we've impulsed above the mid-range, and now we want to see if we can hold that as a reclaim, he explained. In that case, what we've essentially done here is reclaimed the mid-range for continuation up. Rather than a move off the range lows, we're making a move off the mid-range. Credible Crypto added that strong volume, a significant event, was helping trajectory, along with a lack of desire to sell at current levels. Traders note key downside levels. Continuing on how the weekend and weekly close could shape up, Dan Crypto Trades notes the proximity of the CME Bitcoin futures November 3rd closing price. As Cointelegraph reported, CME futures gaps have been closed around BTC spot price, with a major exception near 20,000, forming one component of the bearish thesis that calls for a return to those levels in the coming months. Fellow trader Gel meanwhile noted the 200-period exponential moving average acting as a key support line on 1-hour timeframes. Losing 34,100 is where I will look for a hedge short against my long position, Crypto Tony told X subscribers in an update on his own market navigation, and would be ideal for anyone looking for a new entry. I remain in my long, though, while we hold above 33,000. Our next top headline: SEC seeks summary judgment in Do Kwon and Terraform Labs case, citing lack of material dispute for trial. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission has requested a federal judge for a summary judgment in its case against Do Kwon and Terraform Labs. The SEC has argued in its filing that there is no genuine dispute as to any material fact in their case against Do Kwon and Terraform Labs. Do Kwon and Terraform engaged in sale of securities. The U.S. SEC has claimed that there is no dispute that purchasers had invested funds, whether through fiat currency or cryptocurrencies, and that Do Kwon and Terraform Labs had engaged in the sale of securities. The filing also mentioned that Terra's collapse wiped out $45 billion from the market. The securities regulator emphasized that pooling money in a common enterprise with the expectation of profits, primarily stemming from the efforts of the promoters, aligns with the Howey test. Howey test is crucial legal criterion used to determine if a transaction qualifies as an investment contract. SEC further stated that Terraform and Kwon had committed fraudulent acts and made deceptive statements. The regulator reiterated allegations of deceiving investors regarding the stability of the UST stablecoin. The company falsely attributed its algorithm for price stabilization while clandestinely arranging third-party intervention. These actions, SEC contends, rendered their claims about the algorithm's effectiveness misleading and omitted crucial information. Terra's collapse in May of the previous year resulted in the substantial loss of investor wealth, further fueling the SEC's arguments. Terraform founder remains in jail in Montenegro. Earlier, Do Kwon's defense team urged the court to rule in their favor, asserting that the SEC had not sufficiently demonstrated that securities were being offered. Do Kwon is currently serving a sentence in Montenegro for document forgery after being apprehended with counterfeit passports. During his trial in South Korea, Daniel Shin, co-founder of Terraform, attributed Terraform Labs' failure to Kwon's mismanagement. He claimed to have distanced himself from the company and its operations 2 years prior to its collapse. Our next top headline: Global wartime inflation could make XRP price boom. In a recent report, Forbes weighed in on the possibility of Bitcoin becoming a $1 million value asset with far-reaching consequences for other digital assets like XRP. The Forbes report was titled Global Wartime Inflation Shock $25 Trillion Predicted Fed Flip to Trigger a $1 million Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and crypto price boom. Notably, the $1 million Bitcoin discussion emerged amid the global conflict currently at play. Global wartime inflation shooting BTC to 1 million. Forbes senior contributor Billy Bambraugh argued that the war-induced inflation and U.S. central bank $25 trillion shock would heighten the appeal of cryptocurrencies. According to Bambraugh, it could lead to significant changes in financial markets, with cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and XRP playing a prominent role. Notably, Bambraugh cited Arthur Hayes, the co-founder of crypto derivatives platform BitMEX, as the originator of the Bitcoin $1 million outlook. Forbes noted that Hayes anticipates the onset of what he calls global wartime inflation. According to him, it will be a catalyst for a massive bull run in Bitcoin with a target of $1 million. The crypto expert expounded on this prediction in a recent blog post. He highlighted the possibility of an escalation in the ongoing Israel-Hamas conflict and its impact on the U.S. military budget. According to Hayes, the surge in military spending will increase government borrowing, opening the door to vast amounts of capital poured into the war efforts. In his words, America's military budget is set to truly explode, especially if Hamas's allies, such as Iran, respond by entering the fray via its proxies. This will increase future government borrowing, and the sky's the limit when it comes to the sums of capital a war can waste. In such an environment, Hayes argued that traditional long-term U.S. bonds may no longer be deemed a haven by investors. He believes investors will turn to alternative investments like Bitcoin amid genuine concerns about wartime inflation. As a result, Hayes boldly predicts that the price of Bitcoin could skyrocket to $1 million in such a scenario. Position of XRP with Bitcoin reaching 1 million. Notably, crypto experts and market participants unanimously agree that Bitcoin drives the entire crypto market. In the bull run of 2021, many digital assets attained new all-time highs as Bitcoin climbed above 67,000. As a result, Bitcoin growing over 2,700% from its current point to 1 million could see XRP engineer a bullish trajectory. Bambraugh confirmed this possibility in his report. Notably, should XRP grow by a similar 2,700% rate, we would see it trading above $16. So this concludes our top headlines. If you haven't already done so, don't forget to click on the like and subscribe buttons, as well as the notification bell. Also, leave your thoughts in the comments and share this video with your friends and family. Thank you all for watching Crypto Top Headlines, bringing crypto's news to you.